Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Today is another episode of Juice Time. And I wanted to start off Juice Time by showing you guys some of the things that we have brought in from the outdoors. Alright? To just prove to you that you can grow food inside your house. Alright, so here we go. This is a grapefruit tree. This is a first year tree. Hello, grapefruit tree. First year tree. I don't name them, I just speak to them and stuff. And as you can tell, it already has grapefruits on it. It's a first year tree for us. This is an apple tree growing from cuttings. I am trying to keep it alive here inside the house. This is another apple tree from cuttings off of my big apple tree. That's an aloe vera. It's probably 6 to 8 months old, maybe. These are some tomato plants that I am still trying to just coast along and see if they're going to do anything. These things were planted back in, April. This is a first year lime tree. Okay, and as you can see, there are some limes on this tree. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the one that you guys watched me plant about a month and a half ago. I put it in a huge container, huge pot. Another I said aloe vera. This is not an aloe vera. This is an avocado. Okay, I said aloe vera, but I meant avocado. There's another avocado back there. Aloe vera. And this was a apple tree, but it didn't cut the mustard. It didn't make it. So, and this is a lemon tree. I had a bunch of lemon blooms on it, but I overwatered it. I didn't realize that you were not supposed to water as much as I did, and I got 2 little blooms left. So y'all hang in there, okay? I'm sorry for drowning y'all. So I did feed them yesterday. I found some stuff in the backyard that I had bought, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago. That is like some nutrient rich that you mix in water and then you put it into the water, and then you can water it. So I gave them a little food yesterday. Y'all hear Alexa, she barks all the time. She's the youngest and the most skittish, I should say. But she barks anytime. And every time she sees something that she doesn't recognize, like me. And I'm here every day. So this morning is going to be juice time. So, I'll pull out our ingredients. Pineapple, grapefruit, grapes. I believe they actually find seeded grapes though. Can y'all believe that? And some oranges. Okay. So I'm going to get this stuff processed and get Jennifer out the door and get on with our day. Alright? So I'm going to put you guys over here while I grab this stuff. Hopefully you'll be able to see me. I got this rig. This rig really makes things easy. This is cool. You guys are actually seeing it from start to finish. So, first thing I do is grab everything, put it over here in the sink, and I'll usually wash. Get you guys over here with me. Bam, hey, y'all missing? So we had a great live last night with Christienah. Thank you again, Christienah, for being with us. She was absolutely amazing, did a great job. She brought a lot to the show. She said that was her first interview, but she interviewed like a pro. She was awesome. So if you missed that, make sure you watch the Let's Talk Live show last night with Christienah. It would help if I actually plugged the microphone in with it. So I got all this rig here, and guess what I forgot to do? I forgot to plug up. No, I didn't. I plugged it up. Okay. Test 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Now the only thing about this rig is really a handheld rig. So when I put it down, I got to find places to set it. So that is the only thing that is crazy about it. So the temperature has changed and gotten to the point where it's really, really chilly in the morning. Then the temperature, that fall temperature going into winter, it's cold in the morning, and then it will get warm throughout the daytime. We got up to like almost close to 80 yesterday. It was like 75, 77 degrees yesterday. So that was really warm. Let's see, I'm trying to get you guys at a great angle. I actually got you sitting next to on my water bottle. One thing I like to do, we'll get these little sodas and stuff, these supposed to be organic sodas from like Whole Foods, and then I save these bottles and I use these as my water bottles. So, quick tip of the day. All right, so I'm gonna wash my fruits. And we'll just use one of these little bowls right here. Wash my pineapple. And I used to not wash my fruit, but a friend of mine that lives up in the Chicago area, I was processing a watermelon one day, and she's like, "You're gonna wash that watermelon, right?" And I was like, "Well, I wasn't." And she's like, "You need to wash that." I was like, "All right." So I've been washing fruit ever since, because it never dawned on me that you can cross-contaminate things just by cutting them, with your knife. So anything that's on the skin on the outside, it will end up on the inside of your fruit when you process it. So, hey, it's all good. All right, let's cut up the fruit. What'd that take me? All right, it took six minutes for me to show you guys the back bedroom farm and to get ready to get started. Wow. So I have processed so many pineapples that I'm almost a pro at taking this skin off, like right at the heart of the fruit. Almost. I'm not like those guys that, that are from Hawaii. Those guys are just amazing. And from the Caribbean. Folks in the Caribbean from processing fruit. But I'm getting there. The key is to have some really good sharp knives though. And I love these ceramic knives, and you can get you I think they're called Christienah. I'm not sure if I pronounced it right. But you can get this set on Amazon for like $17. This is my favorite knife, this yellow one. I like this knife so much that I thought my knife was getting dull. I bought a whole nother set just for this knife right here. And I know it's kind of loud, but that's the way juice time is. So if you are joining us, thank you for being here. If you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Like, comment, share. Because sharing is caring. Also, say good morning wherever you are. I don't even care if it's nighttime. Well, I don't care if it's evening or... Let me see. Is it nighttime anywhere in the world right now? Let's see here. Even the folks on the West Coast. No, it'd probably be in the middle of the night, if anything. And I don't know why, but I feel like I always gotta wash the knife after I cut the skin off for some reason. I don't know why I do that. Now I got these pineapples from Lidl, and I really like their pineapples. They always have really nice, large, big pineapples. Not only are they large, but they always really, really tasty too. So we are processing this fruit. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we are getting programming on this channel. So on Saturdays, that was the first show that we created. Saturdays at 5:05 Eastern. Hey JK, good morning. Yes, all is well, sir. So on Saturdays at 5:05 p.m. Eastern is the SAD show. And that is the Saturday Activity Dialogue Show with Roderick and Jennifer. Then on Monday nights, we're creating this program called Let's Talk Live. That's with yours truly, Roderick. And I'm trying to bring, some of you guys in and do interviews with you guys. So that's what that show is about. Then, of course, we have the Standard Post This one's called Juice Time. This usually is between 6:15 and 6:30 Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. And we're gonna roll with those for now just to see how it works. Hopefully, they will be successful, and we will get you guys used to coming in at those times. And y'all will get excited about watching Plant-Based Homestead Prepper Channel. I'm really trying to run this thing like a major network. Okay? So if you have any ideas, or if you would like to be a part of the channel, by all means, email plantbasedhomesteadprepper@gmail.com, plantbasedhomesteadprepper@gmail.com. And I know there's something that I was not doing that I'm going to start doing, and that is asking for you guys' support. We are a young channel. We are a new channel. So if you care to support us monetarily, now we truly appreciate you being here. But I know some folks are like, hey, I want to send you a seed donation. If you want to donate to our cause, then we have a PayPal hooked up. All you have to do is send it to my name, Roderick Chappelle, and it is posted. I did this morning. I was up this morning at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was up doing YouTube stuff, and I saw it on actually Christienah's channel. So thank you, Christienah, for having that on your channel, because you have not, because you asked not. And I was listening to Grim this morning, and Grim was like, yeah, thank you guys for your donations and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wait a minute. You guys are donating to Grim and donating to Christienah and donating to other folks. Well, shucks, I don't get any donations. So I was like, hey, you have not because you asked not. So if you want to make any financial and monetary donations, please go to the About tab and click on the link for our PayPal and send a donation. I am not going to stop you. Okay? So, thank you in advance for your donations. Good call about what, JK? Was it about the programming that I'm starting? Is that what you're good calling about? Please let me know. Because I don't even know. I wasn't watching the screen when you said it. And thank you for being here. JK is always our one of our early morning subscribers that is just, when the family comes in early in the morning, he comes in. So JK, thank you. And thank you for being on the other programs as well. We normally have woman and woman here, but I don't see them. Yes, the program. Yeah, I'm trying to run it like a major network. You know, you can't, if you don't see your stuff as being professional and as being top notch, who else will see it that way, right? Now, we are just getting started, but we have made leaps and bounds in not only our programming, but with all the equipment that I have purchased. And yeah, this stuff has not been cheap. I'm out of pocket, several $100s with just equipment, which is cool. I mean, when you find something that's a hobby that you like doing. See, I don't do any fishing because I'm a little miniature animal activist. I don't do any hunting. I don't really have any any hobbies. Only hobby I have is I like playing video games every now and then. So now my hobby is YouTube. YouTube is a great hobby though, because it can eventually turn into a nice little business. Could eventually. We're gonna see. My rig is falling. Why did y'all make my rig fall? Okay, so boom, boom, boom. 2 more oranges to process, and then we're gonna do some juice. So JK, how is Alaska this morning? What is the temperature? And if I had to guess, because I stepped in the back room a while ago to show you guys the plants, I would say it's probably 50, 60 degrees outside right now. And if you are just now joining us, please come in and say good morning to us. Let us know where you are. Okay, yep. So again, our program, and I apologize, I always early in the morning because the half crazy old Christienah redneck. Oh, half crazy, you came in this morning. Welcome, half crazy. Oregon, wow. You know what, Jennifer was talking about moving to Oregon a couple of years ago. I can't remember the place, but it was very pretty. It had waterfalls and all this other kind of stuff. And I was like, babe, we cannot move to Oregon, okay? That's just a place on the map that I'm I'm just not willing to move to. One is really far away from both of our homes. She's from Virginia. I'm from Texas. We live in Virginia now. We've been looking at, places to move. But Oregon is not one of them. I mean, she found that place and she's like, oh, I want to move here and blah, blah, blah. I was like, babe, let's go visit. But I'm not moving to Oregon. For temp in Alaska. Supposed to be in the 40s, really? Oh, wow. That seems to be warm. 40s and 50s. So you guys, if it's that warm, then this is not your snow. Or does snow stay on the ground all year? I don't know. I've never been to Alaska. So tell me, is it snow on the ground already or what? Because when I think of Alaska, I think of like great frozen tundra. That's what I think. So let me know. Let me know, JK. And how's Oregon? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Oregon is... I don't know what the climate's like in Oregon. Half crazy. So how is your weather right now? It is it's fall, and right now in Virginia it's probably like, if I had to guess, I didn't look at the report this morning. I hopped out of bed after being up from I got up probably like 2:30, 3 o'clock, and I stayed up until about 5 o'clock working on YouTube, and then laid back down for like 45 minutes to an hour. Woke up and was like, me and Jennifer had this running joke. I'm like, you going to work today, babe? She's like, yeah. So she jumped up. I jumped up. Immediately got on the camera. 38. Okay, that's not bad. And here you guys have it. So hopefully you guys saw my plants that are in the back room. And somebody was telling me last night on the live that they would love to grow avocado seeds. So I'm going to show you guys, before I juice this, show y'all my avocado plants. Yeah, I figured, JK, I figured I better come up with some programming because we do so many different things on the channel. I didn't want people to get confusing because I'm already all over the place anyway, just with my personality. So, from the experts I've been watching, because I'm studying YouTube all the time. So from the experts, they're like, hey, do shows. I'm like, that makes sense. Yes. I mean, because it's just like, your favorite network. They don't just talk news all day, or they don't talk sports all day. Well, some channels do. But, here at Plant-Based Homestead Prepper, we're going to show you how to eat plant-based, and we're going to have fun. Everything we do, we try to do it and have fun, even with very serious topics like prepping or, SHTF, something like that. Hard to grow stuff here. Really, in Oregon it's hard to grow? I guess it would be. I mean, you're like north of California, I think. So, well, you could always do a greenhouse and then have climate control, right? So let me show you guys, because somebody last night was like, I would love to learn how to grow avocado seeds. So I'm going to show you how to grow avocado seeds in 2 seconds. All right, here we go. Taters, peas, beans, do good. Squash, not really. Fruit trees rock. Ah, yes, I promote fruit trees like crazy. I have 27 trees in my backyard, and all of them are fruit trees. That was me. Oh, you said that half crazy? All right, so I started something new. So as you can tell, I took an old Bush's baked beans can. I'm gonna show you what I usually do. This is an experiment. You have to be willing to experiment on things. So I took an avocado seed. All right, just stick forks in it, stick toothpicks in it, and you want the water to be to the point where the seed is barely in the water. When you do it this way, you got to really test it all the time and watch it. There you go. That's a good picture. So this has been in the water probably, I would guess, 2 weeks. After about, and you need to do several seeds because the first one's not going to work. I can guarantee that. After about a month or two, you're going to get a root growing. Okay, sometimes you have double tap roots. All right, this is the way I normally do it. See, I'm doing it in the can now. Just say I normally do it in jars. This is the old pickle jar that we had. Okay, and once it does that, eventually, from the top, it will sprout a little. There you go. A little. I don't even know what to call it. A shoot, I guess. All right, and from the shoot. Oh, I didn't mean to touch that. That's nasty. Ew. The little glue on the jar came off on my thumb. And for me to work in like construction, I don't like for my hands to get dirty. It just bothers me. So anyway, from that, it will start getting much bigger. Okay, as you can see, there we go. This one actually needs a little water in it, so I'm gonna put a little water in this one. Now I've been running hot water, so I'm gonna let the water run for a minute so to cool down. There we go, bam and bam. Just give it a little drink. Now this is several months old. This is probably, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 months old. I mean, it takes a long time to start an avocado. And then from there, I can turn it. From there, you will get something that looks like this. Okay, so this is, I don't know how old this one is. I started writing the dates on it recently. You have 2 old hippie ladies started to be about 2 feet tall, 3 years old, but they have to live inside. Froze the other night, lost the last of my figs. Darn it. Now you know what? I love my fig tree. I only have 1 fig tree. Sorry about the thing in the camera. Now what did you say those are? 2 old hippie ladies. What? I don't know what those are. Explain to me what those are. So this is my first time being successful with avocado trees. I understand they need to stay above like 50 degrees, so I cannot put these things outside at all, especially during the wintertime. So I guess they'll grow like this until I put them in the pots and they get a really good root system, and then I'll eventually put some in the ground just to see. But when you're growing stuff, you gotta be willing to test it, test theories, and see what happens. All right, so that and as you can tell, we eat avocados around here. That's why I started growing the trees. Those are all avocado seeds that I've saved just to see what happens if they dry out and then you try to grow them again. So those seeds have been sitting there probably, I don't know, month and a half. I'm sure they're good and dry. So here in about a week or 2, I'm going to put them into some water and see if we can't grow them that way, you know, because I don't know. And I am willing to, you got to be, with living this lifestyle, you got to be your own best doctor and you have to be your own best scientist. Those are my opinions. All right. We'll plug up over here today. This is different. I got some juice splatter all the way over here on this charger, on this plug. All right, so we're going to make some juice. Do you guys want to stick around and watch juice, or you guys are done? I have 2 avocado plants. A friend of mine, hippie lady. Okay. She started them for me. Oh, that's cool. Hippies are good folks. You know, you got a bad name back in the day. But if you know a hippie, and you got somebody that knows a lot first and foremost, and they will help you. So yeah, that's how you get them started, buddy. Just like that. So we have only known each other less than 12-15 hours, and now you know how to start your own avocado seeds. And just keep trying. You know, the first time I tried it, it was not successful. And the first time I was successful, I was extremely excited because I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, I actually did it. And I actually know this lady out in California who kind of walked me through it. And she was supposed to have been sending me, I sent her an autographed copy of my book. She was supposed to have been sending me some avocado plants that I had never got. So I said, you know, I'm the kind of person, I get aggravated. After I get aggravated, that's it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to figure this thing out. And that's what I did. I figured it out. All right, let's do some juice, y'all. Let's see here. So you always want to start with your soft fruits. We're going to start with our oranges and our grapefruits. Oranges and grapefruits. So I like to load the juicer first and then juice. Because if you don't, you're going to have splatter all over the place. So we're going to load this up real quick and get it relatively full to the top. And then turn this bad boy on and watch what happens. Yeah, I love older people because they live so long. They can, they can help you keep you from making a whole bunch of mistakes. And I've always been, I've always been called an old soul. A lot of people, that I hang out with are always much older than I am. That's by choice, and because I like learning from other people's experience and mistakes. I don't like to make a whole bunch, especially now that I'm older myself. I don't like to make a whole bunch of mistakes. I want to take your mistake and learn from it and keep moving and do well. And as you can tell, when you're juicing, it does not take. Now, with these pineapples, I'll probably just juice them because they don't tend to splatter that much. Now, this is the first time I've tried to load the pineapples like this. And I'm doing it, you're supposed to do these on a higher speed, but since I cut them up a lot better than normal, we're going to just juice these bad boys like this. But normally I'll feed them like this. And I try to go as slow as possible. And I even cut the core up, so let's see how the core acts. Oh, that's much easier, yes. JK probably has seen me struggle a few mornings. Now that one want to act a butt, but it's okay. We're almost done. I think you guys stick around and see how much juice I make. Is that what it is? So this recipe calls for 1 pineapple, 3 oranges, a grapefruit, and a cup of grapes. But because these grapes are getting older, I'm gonna juice this whole bunch right here. Y'all will see it in a minute. Gotta get it out the bag first. Good gracious. Now with grapes, you definitely have. It's not even you want to stop it. You have to stop it when you're dealing with these grapes. Because if you don't, you're gonna have grape splatter. And I know this from experience. It's not something I heard. It's something I know now. You have to stop it to do grapes, because if you don't, you're gonna have grape splatter all the way up on your ceiling. Just trust me on this, okay? And it sucks. Because then you gotta get up on the step ladder and wipe your ceiling down. And I juice stem and all. Okay, it doesn't matter. The juice is gonna cut it right on up. Okay, it's okay. Don't worry about that. I think I'm gonna have to get a new refrigerator soon. I think either my seal has gone bad or my fridge is going out. Or maybe I need to turn down the temperature. And there, we're done with juice. I'll turn on high to make sure we get all the residue out. These are little grapes. Alright, so this is what's left over. Okay. The pineapple crown, empty bowls, and a whole pile of stuff that I'm not going to, that we've used already. Old folks will be worth gold when SHTF. My grandparents were Dust Bowl, Oklahoma Depression era fruit pickers. They taught me tons. This is an awesome juicer, bro. I bet that would chip wood. Yeah, this is the Breville Cold Fountain Press or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. If Jennifer was here, she would tell you exactly what it is. It's Cold Fountain something. It'll run you about $170 at Bed Bath & Beyond. If you're interested in getting one, let me know, because I usually get I signed up for their little annual program where every quarter they'll send me like a 20% off electronic gift card. So if you're interested, let me know. We're all about trying to help you save some money also. Alright, so I'm going to replace that. I always take my knife for some reason and stir it up. Bam. And this is something we do a lot of mornings. And because we were doing it definitely on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I just put a show around it. That's all. This show is called Juice Time. I believe there's a new economy. Let me see here. I believe that there's a new coming, where skills and goods will be important. I believe you are so right, JK. JK, you are so right. Yes, JK, I believe that you are more right than ever. I think that in the future, that is the way it's going to be. It's going to be like in the old days. Hey, I got this bushel of potatoes. Can you fix my wheel on my wagon? I believe that's what it's going to be. All right, so this produces, that's right at a liter, and I probably got another, I don't know. Let's test it and see. We drink out of mason jars around here. All right, so that's actually the juice. I'm gonna pour the foam in there. So that's another 8, right at about 8 ounces. Okay. Now, if you were to buy this in the store, you're going to spend anywhere between. First of all, you got to buy the fruit. So you figure if you can get a pineapple for $2, you've got a $2 pineapple. Plus, you have let me see, 3 oranges. They're usually about 99 cents an orange. And then you have a grapefruit, which is a dollar, anywhere between $1.60, $1.19, $1.19, $1.60. Plus, they're going to charge you to juice it, and they usually charge you $3 or $4 to juice it. So you're going to walk out with you don't even get this amount of juice. So you're going to pay anywhere between $8 to $12 for the juice I just made that cost me $2 pineapple 3. I got those for 69 cents a piece, and the grapes $4 maybe. And this is a meal. All right, we use it as a meal. Jennifer's gonna roll in here in a minute. She's gonna be leaving the runway real hot. All right, that is some good looking stuff, man. Thank you. That is, I think white collar jobs will be reduced and blue collar trades and the like may return. If you can work with your hands, which I can, if you can work with your hands, I don't think you'll go hungry or be homeless. I think you are so right, JK, and half crazy. And that's another reason why I'm happy I'm in the profession that I'm in. For those that don't know, I'm a handyman by trade. I'm a hustler. I hustle at everything I do. You guys will see me, at the church a lot of times. But I just hustle. That's all I know how to do. I was talking to my son the other day. Matter of fact, I need to call him today. I was talking to him. He sounded all depressed. He got into a little trouble in his early years of driving, and now he has to pay a really high car insurance payment every month. I was like, "Well, son, first of all, it's not like you didn't know you were going, not like you didn't know you weren't going to have to do that. You already knew that was coming, and I told you it was going to be extremely high. That's why I wouldn't put you on my car insurance, because you was going to raise my stuff up so much." And when you make decisions, a lot of times you just got to pay those consequences, and that's all of us. A lot of the times when you make decisions about whatever, you've made a decision about, boom, use the juice to hold you guys. You got to pay the consequences. I mean, everything has reactions and consequences, no matter what it is in life. You go out here and you do something silly, and especially, it's sad, but he didn't listen, and now he's paying the price for it. And guess what? I don't take responsibility for that at all. That was a decision that he made, and I'm not one of those parents that's like, "Oh my God, I gotta help my kid get out of trouble," and blah 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 blah. Hey, I told them when they were young. I was like, "Listen, if you go out here and get in trouble with the law, you're on your own. Because now, if you get pulled over and you're justified, and the cop just being a butthole to you, then that's something totally different. But if you go out here and you're dead wrong, then it's nothing I can do for you, because I worked too hard for my money to go out here and just give it away like that." So he's learning now the responsibilities that he didn't have when he was younger. And I tried to tell his mother, I'm like, "Hey, babe, I think he's too young and irresponsible to have a car." And he went out and did some things in the car that were very irresponsible. and now he's paying the price. So anyway, we were talking the other day. He was all depressed, down about money, and he was struggling this and struggling that. I was like, dude, first of all, you're 19 years old. You're young. So that job that you're working, leave that job and go get you another job. And he has this music business career that he's getting started in. And he's a pretty decent rapper. I gotta give it to the kid because that's not my genre. But I told him, I was like, listen. I told him years ago when I first heard his music, I was like, this stuff is good, dude. You need to start your own label. And I was willing to back him at the time. I was like, hey, I got some money set aside. I'm willing to back you. But this kid doesn't listen. He's like, he's like a lot of kids. Both of my kids, they got to make their own way, which is fine. I'm good with that. But he doesn't listen. So that's the moral of the story. So he was crying. Well, he wasn't crying. He was in the dump up there about his finances. I like, dude, you got to go out here and hustle. That's the only way I know how you're gonna make it in this country right now. You got to work a job, work a business, work a second job, work a second hustle, work a second business. Go wait tables. Go do things that you don't want to do in order for you to have money. And that advice is for anybody and everybody. Okay. You gotta hustle and work and work and work. And then you still have hard times sometimes. Don't spend anything extra because you're going to be in trouble. It just is what it is. All right, so for the new subscribers, what I do now, I will take, let me see it. Instead of office work, I think I'm doing blue collar. Learn, earn, going forward. I'm going to tell you, JK, the reason I even got into being a handyman, I was at a crossroads about 6-7 years ago. Jennifer and I were homeless. We had lost everything. I had made some really bad business deals and decisions. I used to make a whole ton of money. And I made a very bad investment. And we ended up losing our house, losing the whole livelihood over it. And I've always wanted to get into real estate. So I was like, what can I do to get into real estate and not have any money? So I talked to a dude and he gave me a chance of being a handyman, and I've been doing it ever since. Let me see here. Let me catch up on this. Your son may want to consider trade school to earn money while learning. I have mentioned that to him several times. I've even tried to get him to become an AC mechanic, AC repair guy, because I constantly get calls from a lot of my clientele for AC repair, and I was like, dude, you'll make a killing just down here. Cause he lives about an hour and a half from me. I'm like, dude, you'll make a killing being down here running AC work. And he didn't want, apparently he didn't want to do that. And I'm not the kind of father where I'm just gonna keep telling you, keep talking to you, and keep trying to push you. That's not me. That's not my style. Because I believe that some people just have to learn on their own. That kid is one of them right there. Yep, you're right about that, JK. Absolutely. One thing in life that is constant is change. So, for you new folks, what I do now, I'm going to take this stuff. I may even go out there depending on what time Jennifer's leaving. You about to leave?
Yeah.
Alright, so I will take this stuff right here that's left over. It's going to actually go outside in my composting bin. And depending on what time Jennifer's leaving, she's leaving right now, then y'all won't get a chance to see it. If she's going to leave in like 2 minutes, then you will get a chance.
Go ahead. I gotta check it out.
Okay, so I'm going to put on some shoes, if I can find some. And I'll take you guys outside with me. I'm in the dog's room, so no telling what I might come into. All right, here's some shoes. Just joined the military. Wait a minute. Oh, let me read this real closely. You said, join the military at 18. What I learned there has fed me a whole life. Yes, it has. I'm the same way. I joined when I was 19. Branches, a million things. And I tried to talk both of my children into going to the military. I was like, just do 4 years. And 4 years flies by. I mean, it goes by so freaking fast that you don't even realize that you've been in 4 years and your time is up. But when you're... Merry Christmas. What is it? Where does this come from? What is this?
It's a mirror home.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's beautiful. I need that. So my wife gave me a mirror. That's beautiful. You did 12. I did 10 years active, 3 years reserve. And of course, looking back on it, I wish I had stayed, done my 20. Because I would have been out of the military at 20 in 2012. I think that was the year. So we're going to walk outside. I'll show you guys my composting bin. This door is always locked. I don't have enough hands. I have trained my wife very well around here. She's going to lock these doors. There we go. Finally got it. Oop. So I put up new lighting yesterday. Look how bright that light is. Good deal. Nothing wrong with hands-on skills. I agree. Now I turned the chimes off for the backyard, but I forgot about the front yard. So I'm going to turn the camera around, see hopefully I can do all this with one hand. It's kind of hard to open this up with one hand, but we will attempt. Alright. I'm just going to throw this off in here. So as you can tell, you can't really tell because the light is the opposite way. But this is my composting bin. And I compost everything that I process. We didn't have much to compost. The animals, that's cool. We don't have animals around here that'll eat this kind of stuff. But we are looking for some new property. And I plan on being there. You know, I really truly believe in growing slowly. When you're taking on huge challenges like a property. Oh yeah, the goats love paper. I used to have goats. Yeah, they love paper. Goats pretty much eat anything. They are crazy animals. They're the babies. Hello, babies. Hello, babies. All right, there are all the babies. So we're gonna go back in the kitchen. I'm gonna wash this plate, wash up the rest of my stuff in the kitchen. And thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching the replay. Those that watch the replay. Let's see what Jennifer's doing. There's Jennifer. Here's my setup from last night. I broke most of it down. But I know you guys think I have a professional studio. And that is it right there. It's just a laptop at that. And I have bought a really nice microphone. Had an old camera. I forgot to take this pup out here. This is what's low container. I forgot to take that. But I'll take that out there once we get off the live. I'll walk Jennifer out. Thanks for being here. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe, okay? And share. Why? Because sharing is caring.
I didn't go anywhere.
Subscribe to our channel. Yes, subscribe to our channel. Yes, subscribe. Hello.